Finding the average rate of change of a function. So for this easy function, we'll start with an easy example. F of x equals negative 2x plus 6. And we're finding this average rate of change from x equals 3 to x equals 6. So the formula to find the average rate of change looks like this. F of x2 minus f of x1 divided by x2 minus x1. So all we need to do is find the values for x1, x2, f of x1, and f of x2, and then plug them into that formula. The x values are already given in the problem. X1 is 3. X2 is 6. What we need to do now is calculate the values for f of x1, which is the same as f evaluated at 3. So that means replace the x value with a 3 in the function. Negative 2 times 3 plus 6. Well, that's negative 6 plus 6, which is 0. Now, f of x2 is f evaluated at 6. So negative 2 times 6 plus 6. So that's negative 12 plus 6, which is negative 6. Now we need to plug in all of these values into our formula. F of x2 is negative 6 minus f of x1 is 0. x2 is 6 minus x1, which is 3. So this is negative 6 divided by 3, which is negative 2. Now we'll do one more example with a slightly harder function. So if we're calculating the average rate of change for the function g of x, which is 3x squared minus 2x from, and this time I'm just going to label it x1 equals negative 3 to x2, which equals 1. The formula is the same. I'm just going to replace f with g. So g at x2 minus g at x1 divided by x2 minus x1. And the x values are given, so we just have to focus on finding the function values. So g at x1, that is the same that g evaluated at negative 3. So that would be 3 times negative 3 squared minus 2 times negative 3. So this is 3 times 9, and then negative 2 times negative 3, that's a positive 6. So this is 27 plus 6, which is 33. Now g at x2, that's g evaluated at 1, so that's 3 times 1 squared minus 2 times 1. 1 squared is still 1, so it's just 3 minus 2, which is 1. Now let's plug all of this into the formula. G of x2, that was 1, minus g of x1, that was 33, divided by x2, which is 1, minus from the formula, and then x1 is negative 3. So that would be 1 minus 33, that's a negative 32, divided by the double negative that we have on the bottom, so this double negative right here, that turns into a plus. So it's really just 1 plus 3 on the bottom, so that's 4. So overall, negative 32 divided by 4, that is a negative 8.